if you're a Scorpio born October 23rd to November 21st, what can you expect for the month of May 2018? Let's tune in and find out. So Scorpios, you so can see a problem a mile away, and then it's right there, and then it kind of irritates you that it's right there because you can see through people, you can see through situations, you already anticipate, you know the worst that's going to happen before it happens. So you have that whole kind of download intuitive vibe. And this month, the good news is you can see it, but you're able to just kind of like power around it, right? It's like it's there, but I don't feel like it steals a lot of your energy. You're really being asked to, you know, just avoid, not avoid, but you don't have to do anything with it, okay? So whether it's your problem or somebody else's, you're just being asked to integrate it, just to see it and go, okay, there it is. I see it. It may be that something is not in your control. For instance, it may be that your mother's acting a certain way, or your child's acting a certain way, or your parents acting in a certain way, or your boss. And you see it, and you know how they're going to react, and you know what they're going to do, or you know that they're going through something. And all there is to do is kind of like keep it out there, keep the eye on them, but you don't have to interact with them. You don't have to like manage it. You don't have to like, you know, catch it or worry, right? So it's about not worrying, but just knowing that if you need to jump into action, you can. And it's not about running in and rescuing or having to carry them, right? It's just seeing it for what it is, and you keep doing and pace with what you're doing, okay? So just let it be and keep doing what you're doing, and if you'll know intuitively if it's turns into something that really needs you to intervene or really needs you to kind of take over. But the interim, you're just being asked to let go, surrender, and not get involved. Okay, so now let's look at coupled Scorpios, those of you who are in a romantic relationship. Let's see what May has in store for the two of you. Lots of opportunity for you to create what you want this month. There may be some difference of opinion as to how you want it to show up. You know, say that you have kids and whether how you want to spend them, or, you know, I just see these different kind of like daily rituals and changing how the ritual goes or what you feel is most important. And then I see your partner kind of working it out together. So I see the two of you going through, you know, just some changes in terms of your ideas and how you want daily living to happen. So this is a really good conversation because it's daily living is important, right? Like to be able to know how you're spending your nights, or what time the kids go to bed, or what time you eat dinner, or do you eat dinner together, or do you meet later? You know, all these different things that couples are faced with. So I see some adjustments in your daily living and conversation and coming together about what's healthy for the relationship. So this is good. So you'll be visiting some of those issues this month. Okay, so let's see what else is in store for you. Also feel like there's a really great dynamic romantically happening, especially like May 17th, 18th, 19th, that weekend. It feels really romantic. It feels really connected, like just the two of you. So there may be some that you get away that weekend, but it just feels really precious and really nice and really well deserved. So like life is have you running in different directions, and you're really able to carve time out for yourself, and that's a really lovely weekend for the two of you just to be quiet. Now there's a lot more activity and action happening the last weekend of the month, which of course is here in the US is the Memorial Weekend, and I see you doing that weekend as well, but it feels much more busy and you're surrounded by other people, and it's not kind of like that alone getaway that you have, even if it's at home, but it feels very tender and very quiet. Okay, so let's look at those of you that are single looking for a relationship. So the month opens with an opportunity for you to get what you want. And it really, I mean, right out of the gates, I feel like there might be something that you like or someone that you like. So it could have even happened with this full moon that we just had at the end of April that brought in somebody new, a hope or a prayer or a wish for some new partner. So I definitely feel like there's openings here in this month to really deepen your connection with yourself, but more importantly, to bring in the person that you want. You don't want to get overly caught up in like the details, right? They're saying that sometimes you guys, you can just right away see, size somebody up like that, right? Just size them up like that. And they're saying you gotta be careful when you just size somebody up like that, because you can miss some of the good parts. And for some people, they don't perform well the first meeting, right? You gotta let them warm up. So if you really feel that somebody is intriguing, give them a date or two, give them 2 or 3 dates before you throw the baby out with the bathwater. It's really about slowing down and really letting them reveal themselves and being willing to be wrong. I'm not saying that you're going to be wrong. You're probably going to be right. But the difference is when you're assessing, the thing that we automatically do, we have this MNS, this mirror neuron system that automatically happens for every one of us. And when we see somebody, we're actually scanning them. And we know right away, friend or foe, right? And so when you're dating, you're on high alert, right? Especially Scorpios, high alert. And here's the other thing. If you do just like go have sex, you just go have sex. You're not invested, most of you, right? Like it's very easy for you to kind of like move into that zone without investing energy. So for you to be able to slow down and let somebody show themselves to you, not just through the automatic thing that you already know intuitively and that you're already wired physically for, but if you give them an opportunity to show themselves, I think you're going to be surprised. I think somebody that you initially would have cast aside, you're going to go, wait a second, they are really cool. And I've seen this happen so many times with men and women alike, where they look at somebody, they judge them, and they go, too tall, too short, blonde, I like brunettes, like that, right? They're dark, I like light, they're light, I like dark, whatever it is, just not meeting your visual pictures, and then you go out with them, and then all of a sudden they become the best looking person in the room. There's something that is connected in the conversation, a part of their heart that completely transforms the outer. You get to see the inner and it transforms the outer. So please don't throw somebody out. If you're at least at all feel sort of attracted to them, it's worth it going out on a date. It's worth it giving a little more time, because I'm telling you that can happen. I mean, I know people that are married 20, 25, 30 years today that initially were like, oh, they're cute, but they're not really my type. And then went out with them and completely fell in love with them. So just know that that's possible, and know that that's possible this month. All right, nice. Okay, so let's look at money and career for Scorpio. So you're being asked not to try so hard. Sometimes you give too much and you get involved too much, and then you make matters worse. I mean, we can all do that, but they're just showing me that out of your, you're so focused and you're such a desire to get involved and to tinker and to make it happen that sometimes it's too much. So this month you're being asked to kind of reserve yourself and just kind of watch and observe it before you inject ideas, before you rush in to help, before you try and make any changes. And in doing that, I think that you're going to see some of your worst fears aren't going to be there. It's not going to need your help. It's going to be just fine, and it's going to blow up in a big way, in a positive way, in a good way. So I really feel like this month there can actually be less problems at work and career, and there can be more opportunities. You're just being asked to kind of sit back a little bit and give them room to grow and give them room to show up. Because Scorpios can be aggressive and go for it, you're being asked not to go for it. And in turn, what will happen is the doors will open and it'll just manifest before your eyes. So this really like less is more energy opportunity showing up for you, especially in career and money. So just kind of showing up, observing, being patient actually will pay off for you this month. Okay, let's look at money. There may be somebody who owes you a debt who actually comes in and pays you. There may be somebody else who comes in that actually has chosen you and wants to introduce you to someone else for a job or an opportunity. So there may be a third party who's playing matchmaker in your success. So by all means, go for it. Let them help you. Let them allow them to help you. It feels really good. I don't even feel like you have to ask them to do this. This is like kind of on their own that they're doing. So I see this third party coming in, and then money follows it. So it's so there's something that you get based on a recommendation made by somebody else, which is always nice. All right, let's see if there's anything going on with your health this month that you need to be aware of. I feel like for some of you, hormones may be up for you, whether it's just the timing of your cycle or whether you're out of that phase in life and you're dealing more with just the balancing of the hormones. So part of it is just as you can be less stressed, more relaxed, also seeing that there are certain specific things that you can take for your hormone balancing that you can read about. So just be aware that hormones are up this month for a lot of people, and some of you are really burned out. So adrenals can be a problem. You can be dealing with adrenal fatigue, and that's wreaking havoc with your thyroid. You know, my favorite guy, you know, around this is the medical medium, Anthony William, a good friend of mine. Read his books, go to his website. He has tons of information, he even has a new book on thyroid, but that's amazing. Just Google medical medium and he shows up, and look at his work, especially around anything with the body. Actually, he's really amazing and brilliant and completely channeled, so pure. Anyway, very helpful. So there's answers, is what I want to say. The answers are here for whatever's going on for you that you might need. So it's easy, and it's right here, right at the tip of your nose. So don't be afraid to say something to somebody else like, God, I'm having this weird stuff going on. They go, oh, I dealt with that 5 years ago. Here's the name of my doctor, right? Or, you know, so like, oh, do you know what this is? I'm itching. And somebody else will go, oh yeah, that's exactly XYZ here. This, I still have some in my cabinet. Use that. So whatever is going on with you, if you just open your mouth and share it, you're going to get, answers are coming in. People are going to have what you need right there available. So it's easy. Okay, well, that's always nice when that happens. All right, so let's look at any surprises for you for the month. Oh, how nice is that? Yeah, I get that it's easy for a change. Like success is easy, relationships are easy. It's just easy for a change. Like things just come together. Money comes in, babysitters show up, your partner takes over and things get done, right? It just feels like it's just easy. Work is flowing, my body's working. It's just easy. It just feels like finally like getting a break and not having everything be so harsh or so constricted or so intense. It just feels really easy. So enjoy your month, Scorpio. Trust your instincts, whatever they are, and let that, whatever that black cloud is out there, just let it stay out there, let it be. There's nothing you need to do with it. You're wired to see the good and the bad, and all there is to do is be present to today, enjoy it. I love this reading for you guys. It's really, especially the end here, I feel completely relaxed and happy about it. So enjoy the month, and if you have any questions, please email me below. Feel free to share this with your friends, click like, and have a terrific May, everybody. See you again next month.